Joining me now is former Trump campaign advisor Michael Caputo. Michael, good to see you.
Hey, Katie, how you doing?
What do you think of this secret society that Ron Johnson raised, only to later admit that it was probably a joke?
Oh, I don't know. I think in text messages between a mistress and her boyfriend, what they're trying to hide from their spouses, can go into all kinds of hyperbole. There was a lot of text from Strzok to his lover, talking like a superhero, Superman, how he's going to save the government. I think there's some hyperbole in there for sure. What it is and which comment is a joke, I don't know. But I can tell you this: when I heard that these text messages were missing, I was very excited because it gave me an opportunity to tell investigators that all my texts and all my emails are available, except for those that went out between June 16th, 2015, and January 20th, 2017, because my dog ate those.
They found those text messages, so that's a bit of a moot issue.
Right,
now.
and I found mine too. My dog threw them up, which is probably what happened over at the FBI too.
Michael, don't you feel like Republicans, in order to take apart the FBI right now, are really grasping for straws?
I don't know. I mean, I look at some of the text between those two people, some of the activity that has allegedly gone on, some of the commentary.
Who are having an affair, talking to each other in private.
Right.
I mean, no one's saying that any Republican investigator or FBI investigators are not allowed to have opinions about politics. Their opinions just can't color what they do. And if there's evidence the opinions color what they do, then that is a real problem. And Robert Mueller
that's the evidence we're looking for.
Well, that's exactly. Robert Mueller took him off the investigation, so they're not even there any longer. So are you saying,
right.
I mean, are you, as a Donald Trump supporter, are you saying that that anybody who doesn't support the president or might think negatively of him or might say something to somebody in a personal conversation that is not flattering of the president, that they can't be fair?
Oh, I wouldn't say that. I think people have a right to their own opinions in politics, but people are at the head of these investigations, at the deputy level of these investigations. They have to be chosen very carefully. As you know, as an attorney, you can donate in America to the campaign of a judge. So the legal profession really doesn't have the concerns of, let's say, for example, hiring someone who donated to a campaign that of an opponent of the person you're investigating. But, Katie, some of the stuff that's going on, it's really concerning to me. I'm trying to keep an open mind. I've known FBI agents and I've worked with the FBI off and on throughout my career. I'm very concerned about this because I'll tell you, it turns out it might have been redundant if Donald Trump had ever tried to collude with Russia. We're turning to Russia ourselves, complete with our own version of the KGB.
Who are you calling the KGB, Michael?
I'm telling you, the people involved in this investigation and the things that I'm hearing that may in fact be in this memo deserve to be exposed, because weaponizing the Department of Justice... So
you're saying people in the FBI are actually part of the KGB or acting like the KGB?
No, come on, not part of the KGB. I was being facetious, as you know. It's funny how... the jokes that were told between these two lovers on text are hilarious to you guys at MSNBC.
Yeah, but they're private messages to each other. You're on national television, and you're saying people in the FBI are acting like the KGB.
You don't get it.
But it's not. I mean, it's like you can't. The Republicans and not all of them. Some Republicans loyal to Donald Trump, the president himself, and a lot of folks outside who are coming on TV to defend the president. Instead of defending him on his merits, you're going into a radical zone to say that the FBI is corrupt and the FBI is working in this conspiracy to take down the president. And members of the FBI are acting more like the KGB. I mean, that is a radical thing to say on national television, Michael.
Absolutely. It's also a joke, which I was hoping you would laugh at, like you laughed at the FBI text. But at the same time, I'm telling you that what's going on there is very concerning. And I believe that we need to investigate this completely and fully. I believe they should release the memo that was written by the majority at the House Intelligence Committee and see where those apples fall. I think we should investigate what's going on. I believe there should be a special counsel appointed to look into these investigators as well. Listen, at the end of the day, there is nothing different between the criticism of the special counsel you're hearing today than we heard during the special counsel investigation of Bill Clinton and the special counsel investigation of the Bush White House. This is just politics as usual, Katie, and wringing your hands over this, I think, is a little bit